I was quite astonished. Gentleman I bought the property from, he actually thought it was a cutout. My name is Anshu Tandon. I'm a lawyer. I was in business earlier, and then in 2015 I finally enrolled for my law. 2018 I finished, and now I'm full-time into that profession. So I was surfing basically online, and then I stumbled upon Sunroof, and it just caught my eye, and then I found it a little difficult to believe, that there can be some kind of installation that emulates sunlight. And then I made a call and I got a call back. What I liked about Sunroof was that I was told that, seeing is believing, so why don't you come to our showroom? So I decided to go to the showroom. Initially I thought it was probably a sales gimmick, but seeing is believing. Yeah, so that's how, I got decided to get it done. So the first installation was in my office. The result was outstanding, and that was the reason why I went in for the second one. The second one was in the basement itself, in the corridor, because being in a basement, there's not enough natural light. And the third one again is in a corridor, but on the ground floor. Initially, I'll be very honest, working for long hours used to get tiring, and after I've got it installed, I'm being very honest, I just don't know how time flies, and there have been times that I've worked for 3-4 hours and not felt the fatigue. So it does definitely help, having bright light in your office. Yeah, it's quite amazing. Yeah, so there's a funny story. The gentleman I bought the property from, he lives on the second floor. So obviously he was involved in the construction, and he is well aware of the layout of the house. He lives in Dubai, so he came one day to meet me. Walked into the office and he says, "Wow, Anshu, you got fantastic light, natural light coming into your office." So I said, "Look, Vivek, please, for heaven's sake, there's a parking lot upstairs." He says, "Oh yeah, of course there's a parking lot." So I said, "This is a brand called Sunroof, and they specialize in this. This is not a natural skylight. These are basically light panels." He actually thought it was a cutout. I've had people come in here and suddenly they say, "Are these things new?" I said, "No." They said, "Oh, how come we never noticed them?" So I said, "Because there was not enough light." Suddenly the light place livens up with the bright light, and you actually notice things that ordinarily you won't notice. So getting Sunroof installed has made a world of a difference because it impresses people.